This is only really for family members of me, and I wanted to give you this. Yeah.
One thing that I definitely want to touch on was the watches that were worn in Paris. So let's dive into it. The first person that I wanted to talk about is going to be, of course,
TimePieceTrading, bro.
You already know with TPT.
Shout out TimePieceTrading. TimePieceTrading.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week we have a crazy episode for you guys. We're going over the watches worn at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Honestly, some pretty crazy pieces worn by some very iconic people. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And guys, we have a crazy giveaway at the end of the video that you guys are not going to want to miss out. It's super easy to enter and the prize is actually insane. We put this together for y'all, so we hope you guys enter and take advantage of it. And without further ado, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and let's get into the video.
Now I wanted to talk to you about maybe like investing in one of the restaurants.
Okay. We could do it 100%, but we gotta talk with Mohammed and Hamid too, because they have like a first right of refusal. So
That should be easy.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have a problem. But
No, but I'm just joking. I didn't call you. I would talk to Mo and Hamid and you together. I actually was gonna send you a Zelle again because you always take care of us with the food. This guy, by the way, guys, he owns the best kebab shop in Miami. What else you guys saw? It's all Mediterranean.
yeah,
right?
all Persian.
Like for Mediterranean food, guys, I'm partly from Dubai, as y'all know, and best food in Miami, in my opinion. And from day one, when I walked in, I think I had a third of my following now. This guy recognized me and he told his staff never to charge me. And I think I've abused the fuck out of this relationship.
Nah.
I don't think I've got you a present ever. And I think I've eaten at least $15,000 worth of this guy's food. I'm not gonna lie. So I just got into the office. I did come in a little late, but I was gonna get you a chain to go with it. But this is only really for family members of me. And I wanted to give you this. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
part
bro.
of the family.
No one's ever given me anything.
Like I want you to wear it around Miami. Like, you know, you're really part of the gang, and
my God,
I want people to know.
I already tell people I'm part of TP.
now, like it's solidified.
Like, yo, Neil's my boy.
No, and you did from the goodness of your heart for us always, whether it was me, my brothers. So, and then it's from the goodness of our heart back.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Shaz of Kebab, guys, check them out on Instagram. Let's pop it up, you know. Very good people, like they're amazing staff, amazing service, and honestly, best rice and chicken. Not only the chicken, the rice. I'm not even capping, bro. Like, if it was shit food, I would just tell you guys. And I would still give him this because he's given me so much free food. But it's not shit food. It's like the best Mediterranean.
Appreciate you, man. I'm in like shock. I've never got a gift.
I'm really sorry I didn't give you,
crazy.
so you can't put it on right now.
No, it's all good. It's
Also,
perfect.
when I pick chains, like a lot of times people will just switch it right away,
Yeah.
and then I just feel bad. Like
No, I'll find a chain and put it on. Yeah, every time I walk in the restaurant, I tell people, like, I look at their watch, I'm like, oh, where'd you get it? Then I'm like, yo, TP, so this makes it easier. I'm like,
yeah. Just tell them you got yours and me, and connect us. And,
That's it. That's the next one. I'm trading the two.
You're trading this and one more?
And one more battery bring in.
Okay, for
Gold Prezi.
gold Prezi, nice, very nice. Another option around there should be like AP to look at, steel, but maybe gold Prezi is better.
Good. I think Gold Prezi is just like where I'm at.
That's the piece you want, then that's what you gotta do, yeah. Later get an AP then.
I was just like in the middle of like 2 or 3 big things, so I was like, all right, cool. As soon as I finish Boca and finish thing, I want to just like, it's an accomplishment for me. So it's like all the little tiers of working.
Milestone.
Yeah.
It's a trophy.
Yeah, it's like, all right,
And
cool,
honestly, bro, money in the bank. You're never gonna need the money.
Yeah.
But money in the bank, but keep that forever then.
Yeah.
Like if it's a grail, like you're working towards this goal, keep it forever. And like I'd say next do AP after the gold, gold Prezi.
Then it's all gold AP.
Steel AP will look fire on you too for every day, bro. Like to go to work and stuff. I would like to, like, I think it would look crazy on you. Like a black dial, blue dial.
Yeah. the next goal. Yeah, man, I appreciate this so
For
much.
sure, bro. Get a chain ASAP, and I want to see you rock it. Yeah.
Find a chain.
Just get a simple white gold chain.
Yeah.
Looks good with that.
That way
Something
it
you can
sings.
daily. People have been asking for the pen. Someone bought one recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. First time we sold it.
Look at this thing.
We would sell it for 7,500. I'll tell you that much. Sell price. Yeah. Much love, bro. Thanks for everything, bro. Thanks for taking care of us always.
I do it just because, like,
I know.
when I saw you guys, I saw your family. I'm like, man, these are good people. And that was.
That's why I have to like do something back, bro.
And then I'm like, no, we're all young, running, and like, it's not even about the food. It's just like, I don't know. I felt a connection. I was like, all right, these people are cool.
And this guy, when I met him, had a one store, right?
Yeah, that's right.
He's at 6 now. Like, that's the power of good business. Like, you just do good by people and like, look.
I just want to cry.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much.
If you shed tears over that, I'll cry, bro. Like,
I think
cry
my
when
body's
one day
still-
I'm gifting you a day date, bro. When you're at location 60.
My body's still in shock. I'm like, wow.
No, enjoy it, bro. Thank you, bro.
Alright guys, what is going on? So we wanted to bring you guys a little bit of information about a recent event, which I'm sure a lot of you at home are watching, which is going to be the Paris Olympics. Of course, we wanted to tie in our favorite thing, which is going to be watches, into the Olympics, although I've seen a lot of crazy clips and a lot of beautiful shots and crazy gymnastics and incredible things happening at the Olympics. One thing that I definitely want to touch on was the watches that were worn in Paris. First off, just wearing a heavy hitting, Super Duty watch in Paris alone is already a statement, but a lot of the pieces that we've seen are absolutely incredible. So let's dive into it. The first person that I wanted to talk about is going to be, of course, LeBron James. So Mr. James himself actually broke out a very special piece, which happens to be near and dear to our heart. So fun fact and story, back in 2018 when this watch came out, we actually received quite a few of them. I think we had 3 or 4 in total. I think we had 3 sapphires and 1 ruby, or 2 sapphire and 1 ruby. We never got a chance to touch the green one, the green emerald, but we did have the sapphire and rubies. But this is going to be a limited of 5 blue sapphire tourbillon that LeBron was wearing at the Paris Olympics. This watch, $220,000 in 2018. We were begging people, please, please, please buy this watch from us. It was one of the heaviest watches that we had. We sold one, we bought another, we sold it. I don't know why we kept inflicting pain on ourselves at a time when $200,000 plus watches were not what they are today. But this watch is an absolute showstopper. It is a watch that people frequently ask for. I get asked for this watch at least 2 or 3 times a year. When someone like LeBron wears it, we always get that phone call like, hey, can you get this for me? Absolutely phenomenal. Limited to 5 pieces in the world. Really beautiful display of the watchmaking here from AP to get the sapphires on the bezel. And big respect and big ups to them for keeping it to 5 pieces. What a highly coveted and beautiful watch. Really happy to see LeBron wearing such a heavy duty piece at the Olympics. Would expect nothing less than him. I would actually love to see LeBron sit down with someone like maybe John Mayer or Ed Sheeran or Kevin Hart, or someone to talk about his watch collection in depth, because he's got some serious pieces that he breaks out all the time. I'd love to see them all in one place so we can talk about them. Give us a little bit of story. I would love to know like how he kind of decides how to buy a watch. Does he get suggested stuff? Does he see stuff online? I love kind of getting inside the head of some of these collectors and people that really buy these heavy hitting duty watches to see kind of what they're thinking. How do they make the decisions? I have customers that ask me, hey Sean, what should I pick up? Then I have customers that call me that have a ton of watches and a ton of experience, and they're like, hey, this is the one I want. You got to find it for me, and they send you on that mission. So LeBron, crazy big props to you. Absolutely phenomenal piece, especially be wearing it at the Olympics. Next up, we have Angel Reese from the WNBA. She was seen wearing an absolutely beautiful two-tone yellow gold factory set Datejust. I'm a huge fan of these watches. I think they're absolutely phenomenal on wrist. A lot of women have been extremely excited to pick some of these up recently. The factory set stuff has been doing better than we have seen in quite some time. I think it kind of sets you apart from some of the other pieces. It has a little bit of flash, but still maintains a lot of class. That type of watch is something you can be happy to throw into your rotation as a lady. It looks phenomenal on wrist. It plays a very versatile part in the collection. You can wear it as a daily, or you can wear it as a statement piece. Because it is that factory gem set, it is going to pack a little bit of a punch, but it still is subtle enough to be worn and not super out there. Super happy to be seeing her wear such a classic and beautiful watch. I definitely think that it looks fantastic on wrist. And if you are looking for a watch, whether you are a female or you are looking for something for your mom or for your wife or girlfriend, this is definitely one to consider. It's an absolutely iconic and classic piece. And guys, if you're gonna pick one up, I would definitely not wait, because these guys have been getting more and more expensive as time goes on. There's a huge gap between the new and the pre-owned variation. So if you're looking for one, consider picking up a pre-owned one now while the pricing is still good, especially before the holidays and everything. Beautiful piece though. Next up, we have an absolute legend, of course, Mr. Pharrell Williams himself. You know when Pharrell is there that the wrist game is going to be absolutely insane. Would not expect anything less from him. This man has some crazy watches. A lot of watches that he actually put a lot of time, effort, and thought into designing. He works very closely with a lot of watchmakers, especially RM. One of the most iconic designers just in all the different spaces across the world, whether it's fashion or it's watches or it's jewelry. This guy he's a genius. Would love to meet him and get the chance to talk watches with him one day. Of course, he is going to be wearing that Ferrari Up 1, which has been a very controversial piece in the market. Very high retail price, ultra thin, complicated, with the branding from Ferrari on the watch. I would love to know what you guys think down below about the watch. Are you a fan? Would you like to see something different about this watch? I have yet to see it in person. I definitely will try to get a chance to pick one up and have it here at the office, because I think it is a part of history and it is an iconic and beautiful watch. But I kind of have mixed feelings about it, guys. That 2 million plus retail is pretty heavy, especially for an ultra thin. I think feeling it, I will get a much better understanding of what it should be worth. Typically when I get a watch in and I'm able to hold on to it and understand it and look at some of the materials and engineering behind it, I can kind of gauge and get an idea of what this watch is going to be ultimately worth within reason. Right now, like I said, $2 million retail, trading quite a bit below that. However, this is a watch that is going to be hopefully growing and maturing into the future. I think a lot of people loved it on release, but when they saw that price tag, $2 million, it's steep. There's a lot of options that are going to be much less than that, and you can build a whole collection for that amount. You can build multiple collections for that amount. So very beautiful watch. Very happy to see him wearing it on that iconic and beautiful red strap. I'm sure that Kevin O'Leary saw that picture and he's probably like, damn, I need to get me a Ferrari Up 1 with that red strap because it looks beautiful. But crazy watch, crazy that he's wearing it in Paris at the Olympics. Absolutely insane. Happy to see him wearing it. Next up, we have Spike Lee. So Spike Lee is actually a little bit of a sleeper in the watch world. He's definitely someone that you can see wearing some very beautiful watches here and there. I don't know if he's necessarily the biggest collector. I definitely think he's packing quite a few watches at home in the safe, but he actually stepped out in this gorgeous new style 126 reference Daytona. Now, I didn't get a big chance to talk about this sort of phenomenon with Rolex, what happened here with the new 126 references. I still have not got a chance to wrap my mind around it and grasp it. I don't know how I feel about it. I've looked at some of them. They weren't really doing it for me, especially the Panda. I'm a big advocate for the 116 reference Panda, but this watch, of course, with the new open case back, with the new ring around the bezel, and a very classic and iconic colorway, being that Pikachu style setup with the champagne back and then the black subdials. This watch does great in the market. It is very beautiful. I myself am not the biggest fan of Oyster FLIXZ or the new reference, but happy to see him wearing it. Would have liked to see him maybe switch it up, maybe get something with the USA colorways, maybe get something a little bit heavier than that, but it's definitely cool that he's a man that's able to step outside in a little bit less expensive watch and still pack a punch. Great to see him wearing the new reference Daytona, and very happy for him to put it into the collection. Would also like to see what else he has at home. Would love to see him sit down and talk about his watches. I think people would definitely be interested and happy to see what else he has and kind of what the diversity looks like in his collection. But very classic, iconic, simple piece, and happy to see him wearing it. Can never go wrong with the Daytona. Next up, we have Giannis. So Giannis actually came with a very interesting watch. I think nowadays a lot of people kind of get lost in the big four and they forget about some of the other brands. Now this brand is maybe one that debatably could be forgotten about because I think there is a lot of better options for some pricing compared to this brand for some stronger brands that will hold up value well. But when you're a man like Giannis and you're not necessarily always thinking about just sheer resale value and you want to pack a punch, I think he definitely did the right thing here with wearing the Piece Unique rose gold green Arabic dial Breitling. So guys, Piece Unique, this is no joke for any watch manufacturer to make someone a Piece Unique or to have the chance to own a Piece Unique that you love or you designed, or maybe you picked it up from someone else. It definitely is a very rare opportunity to have, and I'm definitely excited to see him wearing something a little bit different. As far as other options that he could have gone with here, I'm sure there is dozens, if not hundreds of other options. I'm not sure exactly what the retail or the price of this watch is, but I would say it's probably somewhere around the $30,000, $40,000 range. A lot of options in that price point range, but to be unique, to stand out, and to have something that no one else will in that price point range is quite impressive. Could be way wrong there, by the way, guys. Could be a lot more expensive, but that would just be my initial thoughts. But of course, that chronograph complication looking very Daytona-esque. I'm not the biggest advocate for the rose gold or gold Breitlings. However, it was cool to see him wearing something a little bit different, standing out, setting trends. Maybe Breitlings coming back, guys. Maybe we're gonna see those Bentleys coming back in a big way. I'm not sure, but definitely a stunning watch and happy to see him wearing something cool. Would have liked to see him wearing something that maybe matched his flag or colorway, but nice watch. Next up, we have Serena Williams. So guys, Serena Williams, always someone that's gonna show up with a beautiful watch on. She is known for wearing full-size watches. Compared to a lot of the lady sizes, she loves wearing those bigger watches. And here she's wearing not only a big watch, but a big boy watch that a lot of people, including myself, are dying to get their hands on. That is going to be the new stainless steel 15407 ST salmon dial skeleton. So guys, this watch came out. I had known it was coming out for a little bit. I've been telling people like, hey guys, this is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be crazy. It came out. I saw the picture. I was like, okay, quite impressed. Then I saw the live picture. And that's when I started to get really excited because that is an absolutely stunning watch. I'm a big salmon dial guy. I love sort of those cream or salmon or different colored dials. Specifically, this salmon dial on the skeleton I think looks fantastic. I have yet to see one in person, but Serena is wearing it here at the Olympics. Congratulations to her. I believe she is an ambassador of AP if I'm not mistaken. So very excited to be seeing her wear this piece out and about. It is nice to see it get a little bit of wrist time. You guys are going to see a lot more of these be popping up soon because people are going absolutely mad for them. Came out of the gate almost 300,000 and they were 250. Now they're going a little bit towards 200. I think ultimately this watch is probably going to end up in the 150 to 175 range-ish. I think, could be wrong on that. AP also might pull a fast one and just come out and say, hey guys, by the way, there's only 100 of them or only 150. I've been waiting for that. AP loves doing that. AP loves dropping watches, letting everyone get hyped up about it. Then the price goes down a little bit and then they're like, oh, hey guys, by the way, this is limited of 10, 20, or 50, or 100. Definitely a very exciting piece to see here at the Olympics. I am dying to get my hands on one. I think I will be getting one quite soon. I was just talking to Inu and FLIXZ about it, and I think maybe this Friday we're gonna get one. So if we get one in, we'll definitely be happy to shoot some content with you guys to show you this piece and see what it looks like in person. But stock picture, great. Live picture, wow. In person, I think I'm probably gonna go crazy. It's going straight to wrist, by the way. Immediately straight to wrist if I'm able to pick this guy up. Will not be able to resist. Stunning watch with that skeleton salmon dial. All right, guys, so next up we have Mr. Shaun White, who is going to be bringing out a watch that I would say came alive during COVID, came out a few years ago. That is going to be this solid gold Omega with the green dial. I remember this watch very specifically. During COVID, a lot of watches became very expensive, including some of the chronographs from AP and Patek and other brands, even the John Mayer green Daytona. This watch kind of gained a little bit of popularity because rather than spending $100 or $200 or $300,000 on a watch, a lot of people were looking to some of those alternative brands like Omega for a different style of watch that is going to still pack a punch like some of the watches from the big four, but is not going to pack a big punch in the bank account. So this watch definitely did well quite a few years ago. I haven't seen much hype or excitement around it recently. I'm sure it is a watch that a lot of people love and still want to pick up, and I'm not one to sit here and just beat up Omega, but that $50,000 retail on that Omega, it's hefty. Don't get me wrong, Omega, great history, great heritage, very beautiful watch, but $50,000 for a solid gold Omega, it's getting a little bit steep, especially when you can pick up something like a John Mayer Daytona, for instance, at retail, and that's going to be $15,000 less. Pretty crazy. But that being said, he wears it very well. It looks very kind of, SpaceX with the way that he has the jacket set up here, which will pop up a picture on the screen. Looks like he might go to space with it, guys. That's what it's looking like. Looks like he's about to hop in Elon's rocket and fly straight to space with it on. So happy to see him wearing something different. I'm a huge advocate for that. Not knocking his watch by any means, but just you guys out there should know that before you pick up something, from an alternative brand and a precious metal specifically, weigh all of your options. If you are someone who is going to go specifically for what you like and you like alone, which I'm definitely an advocate for, you definitely should consider something like this. It is a stunning watch. I have had a good couple of chances to see them in person. That being said, as far as myself and my personal opinions, I would be picking quite a few other watches, even some older Rolexes like a Steve McQueen or something like that, or even maybe a yellow gold green dial GMT in the 30s. Before I pick this guy up. But cool watch, very diverse. If I had to put myself in his shoes and wanted to wear something a little bit different, I'd definitely be looking for something like this to stand out a little bit. He's gonna have to go head to head with Giannis on this one, guys. Two watches from two competing brands. I definitely think the Piece Unique is gonna have that big edge there, especially with the Arabic dial. Very impressive to see. But Shaun White wearing that beautiful Omega with the green dial. Now, last but not least, someone who I was very excited to talk about because he stepped out wearing a heavy hitter, which I'm actually wearing one of his watches today, the Nadal Americas, Mr. Rafael Nadal. So this gentleman stepped out in the new released 2705. So guys, a watch that dropped quite recently, I would say within the past 3 or 6 months it came out. There hasn't been any to hit the market as of yet. When I first saw it, I was like, wait, 3503? What do we have going on here? It looks very 3503 blackish. Then I was like, oh, it's a tourbillon. He's not playing around. So the Rafael Nadal line is quite diverse from RM. However, he does have his fair share of tourbillons. I think that he is a very big advocate for tourbillons. I'd love to kind of hear exactly what his thought process is. Is that RM pushing him, or is that him pushing for the tourbillon? I think it has a lot to do with the fact that he does wear his watches while playing tennis, and it is quite impressive to be able to wear something like a tourbillon while playing tennis. That is absolutely insane, and definitely happy to see him wearing this watch. Would expect nothing less of him to be wearing his new release, but I want to see this watch in person. The stock pictures that I've seen, I am mildly underwhelmed with it, to be quite honest with you. It's an impressive watch, and I definitely think that seeing it in person will kind of make my opinion go very polar one way or the other, but right now I'm kind of just sitting in the middle. Big price point tag, $1 million plus, of course, because it does have the tourbillon complication, but I'm wondering if it's going to have enough edge to kind of price out something like a 3503 black or even the other Nadal options. I do like that a lot of his other tourbillons, like the 27s, they have those fun colorways. I think it was time that we saw a very simple, more classic black NCPT colorway for one of his tourbillons, but I would have liked to see just a couple more accents to make it a little bit more fun and special. I think aesthetically, looking at the watch, which will pop up right here, it can be mildly underwhelming. So I'll have to see it in person, have to see exactly what it's all about, but definitely happy to see him wearing it. Very, very impressive for him to have such a big line from a brand and continue to rep the brand for so many years. He definitely loves it, he wears it and enjoys it. Crazy to see this watch at the Paris Olympics. All right, guys, so to wrap everything up about the Paris Olympics, I wanted to let you guys know something that maybe you guys don't know out there, and that is that we have blogs posted on our website. These are frequently posted blogs. This is something that we've been doing for quite some time. We don't talk about it so much, but it has been getting a lot of popularity and people have been loving it. So guys, if you are looking to read up a little bit more about the Paris Olympics, what was worn there, some of our thoughts, definitely go check out our website, TimepieceTradingLLC.com, which you can put a link right here. We have a blog section there, guys, which we write about all sorts of different things, not just the Paris Olympics, of course, watch focused, but The Paris Olympics is our most recent release, and you guys can get a little bit more information there, pictures of the watches and thoughts, comments, and some commentary in general. So guys, if you do like to learn a little bit more, definitely go check out the website. And guys, as a bonus, currently we are definitely going to suggest you guys subscribing to our newsletter, which you're going to be seeing some promotions from us and some blogs and some content there that we will be emailing out. We currently have 10,000 emails on that list. But guys, when we get to 50,000 emails, that is going to be our long-term goal. And at that point, we are going to be giving away a Rolex to a person that is following and subscribed to the newsletter, guys. So definitely go over to the website, check out the blog, sign up for the newsletter, let us know what you think. And definitely, guys, thank you for watching. As always, let me know down below what you thought about the Olympics. Who are you rooting for? Which watch do you want to see? Which watch from this little selection here were you most excited to see? And thank you guys. We'll catch up soon.
What's up guys, thank you again for watching this week's video. As usual, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next week.